Hello, dear viewers. Welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I realized that I don't believe I've given you my gamer tag this series. If you want to find me online in any of the other games I play on Steam or League of Legends, it's Dr. McMean, Dr. McMean, McMeen. That's my middle name. Little known fact. Alrighty. We were clearing out the bottom of the vaults, which is what we want to keep doing. This manual of summonings intrigues me. I kind of want to see what summoning spells we have that we have not yet memorized, that we have access to that we have not yet memorized. Nothing high level, huh? That's a bummer. Yeah, Spellforge Servitor is the only one that we don't have. And that's really... that one's good for conjurers who want to sort of dabble in summoning, I guess. It slings spells for you. I don't know. I think it can only cast up to a certain level of spell, maybe based on its spell power, maybe based on just a hard cap. Like, it might not be able to cast level 8 or 9 spells because it's a level 7 spell. Not sure. Anyway, this manual of summonings is cool, kinda. I mean, this is the summon that we use the most by far. But these two guys are also kind of cool. The only problem is, at the moment, really, we're only using summonings as kind of meat shields. We're not using them to actually kill stuff. So I don't know that I want to dump points into summonings, even with this +4 aptitude that the manual gives us. I would much rather boost our air magic, which increases the power of our airstrike, which is quite nice, and our summon lightning spire, which is also nice. And if I want to put points into something else, it would probably be like spellcasting. So that we can memorize some more spells. I don't know. But regardless, I'm going to drop this manual of summonings in a different pile from all the spellbooks, since it has a distinctly different effect. Get our Ring of Sustenance back on. Okay, so... scrolls. We definitely don't want to carry 11 scrolls of blinking, but I do want to carry... 3 still, I think. 3 or 4. Let's carry 4. I'll take the slightly added chance that it will catch fire. Let's drop most of these scrolls of Identify. Scroll of Fear is probably useless at this point, so if we get a chance where we're not in a lot of danger, we can just read it, get rid of it. These enchant 3 or summoning, okay. Alright. This is fine. I think I'm going to get rid of this Wand of Fireball. It doesn't seem like there are going to be that many instances where we want to cast a Fireball and we can't. I mean, this is going to be a really weak Fireball. It's not going to really do anything because we have no points in evocations. So, yeah. And as for rations... oh, we have a ton of bread rations. Okay, cool. Let's drop 12 bread rations. Alright. That's stash taken care of. Let us proceed to the vaults. And finish clearing out that last level. I really want to find some kind of artifact armor that's good for us. An artifact robe would be awesome. Artifact troll leather armor would be acceptable. Particularly if it was... what is this? A model dragon armor. Yeah, that's not great. Model Dragon Armor is good for a lot of spellcasters because its encumbrance rating is low for the amount of base armor that it gives. It's one of the lowest encumbrance ratings you can get, short of like leather armor. But Unfortunately, it's still too high to avoid penalizing our unarmed combat. These guys aren't scary. Though I'm intrigued by this guy's large shield. It's not glowing, which, meh. We'll go ahead and blast him. Let's do it again. Let's summon us a lightning spire here. Can shoot this guy. And no, let's not shoot through our lightning spire. One thing I'm doing, I'm pressing F to bring up the targeting reticule, and then I'm pressing period to fire exactly at that guy's space and not just in his direction. And the reason why I do that is so that the arrow doesn't go shooting off into the unknown. These guys I don't care because the stuff is approaching us from this direction anyway, but I didn't want to shoot an arrow like over there and have an ancient lich notice us, or something silly like that. This Vault Warden, not so scary when there aren't a whole bunch of things attacking us. Let's go ahead and throw our deflect missiles back on here. Let's also put on this ring of protection from fire over the ring of sustenance, and let's get that set up as well. That was a significant oversight of me. I should have equipped those a lot sooner. Oh well. Dodging level 19, that's nice. Our evasion is still at 32. Still very good, don't get me wrong. Let's see, do we have a Yaktar? Yes, we do. Eat, yes, let's eat Yaktar flesh. It's good for us. Throw this on. Get another delayed fireball. At this point, we don't really need the wizardry bonus for our spells, except for statue form, delayed fireball, and maybe summon Hydra. But we can just summon Monstrous Menagerie instead. That spell has done me well thus far. I think we've explored all of this set of vaults. I don't think there was a lot here for us, which is just a shame. I can afford to move a little faster now that we've fully cleared 2 of those 4 vaults. We've partially cleared this 3rd one over here. Yeah, I turned auto pick off earlier for arrows, but that doesn't include arrows that we have shot ourselves. Ugh. Convokers summoning things to fight us. Yeah, they summon things and then cast might on them, or provide them with the might effect. I don't know what spell it actually is. Whatever. Iron Troll, you don't scare me. Yeah, it's still just Troll Hide. I kind of wish they'd reward you more for killing these later trolls, and make better armor out of their hides. I mean, troll leather armor is still fine. We were wearing it for a while. It's very, very good for berserkers. I like to get a hold of troll leather armor early on if I can as a berserker, because berserkers tend to be sort of high evasion, low armor melee characters. This is not always true. You can certainly have a berserker in, plate armor or whatever. It just, the effectiveness is somewhat reduced because, encumbrance rating does stuff, slows your attacks. Berserkers are a really interesting background. You start off worshipping Trog, who, word of recall, didn't summon anything scary, so we're fine. Trog is the Berserker god. He lets you go Berserk at will with more benefits than Berserk normally grants you. It lasts longer. When you kill monsters, it extends the duration by more. Ooh, is that a legendary deck of cards? We'll pick that up. legendary decks are worth using even without any evocation skill. If you know, if they're a good deck. Hello, Boulder Beetle. You are the least frightening thing that I have seen here. Let's, oh, shucks. Well, in that case, let's summon a Spire here. And just start punching. The reason why I'm bothering to try and hit that Frost Giant with this bow is because it's a flame bow, and Frost Giants are vulnerable to flame, and yeah, so whatever. The reason why those guys were taking a little while to kill and why that Preserver randomly died is because Vault Preservers split damage with nearby, well, they're nearby allies, you are nearby foes. I wonder what we resisted there. I wonder what he was trying to do. We will never know. Oh, hi, dragon. I didn't notice you, but you didn't notice me either, so it's all right. I should pay more attention, it seems. If I don't notice a shadow dragon for a couple of steps, I'm doing something wrong. Don't fire beyond there, please. There are probably still dudes in there raising a ruckus. I kind of hope that large shield is a ruined large shield. Nice large shield. Nope, it's just a normal large shield. That's a shame. I hope that there's something cool in this vault. I really do. I want some loot. We've been light on non-consumable loot. Well, there's a whole bunch of gold and some weapons that we don't care about. This gold is not incredibly useful to us, I don't believe. These weapons are the exact opposite of useful. Ring of Teleportation, no good. Alright, well, that was boring. Vaults, you are betraying me. We haven't found any Scrolls of Acquirement in quite some time either. I believe we've only found 2. Maybe 3? No more than 3. We got the Naga barding that we're wearing from 1, which admittedly was an excellent find. That was very beneficial to us. But let's summon some stuff. A Lindworm. This is a cool little setup. Meet my worm. Ah. That's a lot of guys. Let's move out of the way. Let's let Lindy take care of him. The Lindbergh baby. Let's see what he's doing at least. Man. That Lindworm is just doing work. Wow. That was a good summon. Good job, Lindworm. Hats off to you, sir. Or madam. Or other. I'm not sure if Lindworms have gender. Let's wizardry it up. Delayed fireball. Oop. Failed even with the wizardry. There we go. Yeah, this resist fire we should have started wearing a long time ago. We should have started wearing it before we even entered the vaults, because we have no other source of resist fire. And as we have seen, fire is quite common. We nearly died to it with Mara and that fire giant pelting us with stuff in conjunction. Or this flame crab who's, you know, just a downer. Let's airstrike him. I love this airstrike business. It has a reasonably high mana cost. I mean, 4 mana is not a ton for the fact that we're not, killing things with it. It's still only a level 4 spell, so its damage isn't awesome at this point, but the fact that it's smite targeted is just so cool. We're gonna use this to move up here and stop if we see anything so that we can explore this little area. I really don't want anything unexplored behind me. That doesn't mean monsters won't still approach from behind. They can be wandering around the level as we go, but it will mean that that's less likely to happen. Whatever. We'll find something to kill. And eat. Let's bust out our bow. This is the vault that we already killed a decent amount of stuff in. A lot of stuff, actually. It was pretty scary. It was not a sure thing. We're going to explore behind here before we explore the middle. And down here. Die, orc. We will eat you to sustain our sneaky body. I've always felt that Nagas shouldn't have to butcher really small enemies. They should be able to just swallow them whole, because they're snakes. Well, this is a super boring vault as well. Man, we are just so unlucky. Actually, we're just very specialized. And we already had a ton of spell books, and there were a couple that we didn't use. Yeah, well, that's fine. I'm still okay with that because we cleared the vaults. We are in the home stretch, dear viewers. I think, let's see. Nothing, I mean, a shield of protection, that's it. No, this buckler of reflection is better. It doesn't block things as frequently, but, I'm going to go ahead and put some points into shields anyway. And I think it's just going to be a trickle. Because it's still low, being able to block things a little more frequently would be nice. Let's just search for Vault 5. Vaults 5, will this work? I'm trying to see. Well, nah, I don't know. Oh well. There's probably a way to easily search for things that are on this level, but I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna identify this deck of cards. It's a legendary deck of dungeons. What does dowsing do, and what is the deck of dungeons? These are questions that we should answer. Deck of dungeons. Crawl.chaosforge.org. No www at the beginning, just crawl.chaosforge.org is the Dungeon Crawl wiki, and it is super useful. Okay, so dowsing does magic mapping, detect items, detect traps, and temporary telepathy. I don't know what that means. Oh, there are very few cards in the deck of dungeons. The water card turns nearby dungeon floor into water. The trowel card creates random portal types. Interesting. Or hostile statues? Weird. And random gods. Well, that could be interesting, certainly. And then the minefield creates a bunch of traps. So this is really not a good deck. Oh, vitrification. Rock walls around us are turned to clear rock and stone walls, which allow us to see through it. Doesn't do anything else. Okay, so this... This deck is not the strongest. Alright, dear viewers, I'm going to pause this video briefly. I want to make sure that the audio is working. I had been having some problems with it, and I think I came up with a fix. But I want to make sure. So I will see you shortly. Thanks for watching.